And luckily the weather can't affect sports, especially basketball, and it's all about basketball today, Brady.
You know what it really is? We got a little bit of pro ball, we got a little bit of college ball, even got some high school hoops for you coming right up. Next on sports, paper play. College athletes are seeking a little extra cash from the NCAA. See what Jimmer had to say about a judge's ruling on compensation for amateurs. And Alone on top. Lone Peak High sits atop the mountain of high school hoops. We'll tell you what a 17-1 record means for basketball in the state of Utah. Lace up those sneaks. Sports is next. How do you bounce back from the worst loss in franchise history? Easy. You play the last place team in the conference. Jazz hosting the Hornets last night. Hornets have 5 guys and 9 eyebrows. First quarter, NOLA jumped out on top early. Ryan Anderson with the splish to go up 24-12. Then Randy Foy says, you know what, I see your 3 and I raise you 1. Draws the foul on the rookie Austin Rivers. Later in the second, Earl Watson finds Derek Favors for the alley-oop off the nifty little spin move. Jazz by 4 at the half. Give me some skin, bro. Paul Millsap had his first 3 shots blocked last night, but would eventually catch fire, finishing with a game-high 25 and 10 boards. Jazz improved to 16-5 at home as they sting the Hornets 104-99. Do college players deserve a piece of the NCAA pie? A federal judge may think so. He rejected a motion by the NCAA to prevent football and men's basketball players from legally pursuing a cut of live broadcast revenue. 11 sports reporter Kyle Pettit looked into the decision. Kyle, what's this going to mean for the players?
Well, this is big news for Division I student athletes. The ruling could not only cost the NCAA billions of dollars, but could also change the game as we know it.
Big plays, memorable shots, huge tackles. These are the things that bring in the big bucks, and at the right sport, the big crowds. And CBS paid the NCAA $6 billion for their 11-year contract to broadcast the March basketball tournament. If the court ruling stands, college players will start bringing home some of that cash. Former Cougar great Jimmer Fredette isn't completely sold on the idea.
At the same time, you're dealing with younger kids that are just getting out of high school, that are 18 to 21, and it's an interesting debate. It's tough to say who's right or who's wrong. It's tough for me to kind of pick a side. Just seeing both ends of the spectrum though.
It would not only change the game we watch, but it would change high school sports as well. If it were to get to the point where athletes were receiving money from the university they played for, then the biggest question 17 and 18-year-olds would face when deciding where to play would no longer be playing time, coaching, and program prestige. Recruiting tactics will likely transform into, we can pay you the most money, we're on national television every weekend, and we can help support your family.
Again, this is not official yet, but this is a huge step in the direction of paying our college athletes. Live in the newsroom, Kyle Pettit, 11 Sports.
So, for example, Kyle, if money was a factor in recruiting, would BYU have even been an option for Jabari Parker?
No, I don't think so. With the amount of TV time and the exposure that Duke has and how often they're in the March tournament, they would just have so much money to offer him. And if he's going to be a one-and-done player and go straight to the NBA, it really just would not have even made sense to consider a smaller school.
All right, thanks, Kyle. In the meantime, the BYU men's basketball team will just have to take on Pepperdine tonight pro bono. The Waves crashed in Utah twice this year, once to BYU and once to UVU. No oceans over here. In the January 10th meeting between Pepperdine and BYU, Brandon Davies put up 19 and 9. Jordan Baker was the lone Wave to score in double figures that game, but also turned the rock over 6 times. The game is tonight at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time in Malibu. If you're looking for the best high school basketball in the nation, there's no need to travel far. Utah's very own Lone Peak Knights have earned a #1 national ranking. As 11 sports reporter Mark Chalice tells us, to them, it was no surprise.
Senior guard Nick Emery knew this could be a great season for his Lone Peak High School basketball team. With that confidence, he and fellow seniors Eric Mika and Connor Toulson led the Knights to a #1 national ranking this week.
We knew this is a special team that you don't get every once in a while, but you just gotta, you can't really get that to your head.
17-1 record, it has not gone to their heads. The Knights' latest signature win was an 81-46 thrashing of 50th-ranked Archbishop Mitty of San Jose. That returned them to the top spot.
We just knew that was our last chance on a national level to prove what we could do, so we wanted to be out for it.
The seniors get a lot of national attention, from games on ESPNU to recruiting news. They see the national attention as a way to not only represent their high school, but the whole state.
Lone Peak's basketball season has been a statement for Utah basketball as they... Wait, check this out, check this out. That says it better than I can. That's been their season, just like that.
5 games remain in the regular season, including their big rival, American Fork. Mika, Emery, and Toulson look to finish strong by running the table and winning the state championship. In Highland, Mark Chalice, 11 Sports.
Both Mika and Emery have committed to play at BYU, but Toulson hasn't signed yet. Their next game is tomorrow at 7 at Riverton High School.